Okay, hello everyone. Is everybody there? Let me go ahead and open up the uh, area for you guys so everyone can talk and chat and all of that good stuff. One second here. Okay, Carmena, if you want to go ahead and talk for a second, let me double check that people are on the right thing. Go ahead.
Okay, no worries. Hi guys, Carmena Su here with Bishop Stewart, and really glad that you could make it. We're here at our Google Hangout with us this evening or afternoon or wherever it may be for you. Sorry, running a little bit late. I had a bit of a internet meltdown, so to speak. It's been very bad, stormy weather here in New Zealand. It's getting into our winter, so our internet was down for a little bit. But now we are back up and ready to rock and help you guys out, and also answer any questions that may have come up for you as you are building your own dropshipping businesses. Got some really exciting and cool, useful tips for you that we just learned about ourselves that they shared about at the event in Vegas. Some really cool strategies that you can get started with right away to help improve the standing of your listings and get more sales in. So let's just see where we're at right now. Bishop, how's everything looking?
Everything looks good. So if you guys can hear us and see us, just go ahead and let us know that you can hear us and you can absolutely see us as well.
Yes, that would be great.
Let's see. Okay, we have somebody on right now viewing. Hold on one second. Okay, can you guys hear us okay and see us okay? If you can, please go ahead and type that into the chat that you can hear us okay and everything is good. Okay, we have people joining. I'm just letting everyone have a second here to get on with us. Okay, so if you guys can hear us, okay, Tiffany, hello, Tiffany, good to have you on again. So Tiffany says that she can hear us and see us okay.
That's terrific, welcome.
Okay, and Moko says can hear us loud and clear. That's great to hear, Moko. Appreciate you being on as well.
Great, welcome.
Oh, congratulations. Moko says he just got his first sale. Moko just got their first sale on Saturday. So
fantastic.
Very, very glad to hear that, Moko.
Excellent.
Okay. You're welcome, Tiffany. Tiffany's new, and the very first day she sent me a screenshot of her first listing. So that was really, really exciting. And Brandon says, thank you very much, Bishop and Carmena, for helping them out. You are so welcome, Brandon. We're glad to have you on board. And David said he's looking forward to being on this webinar with us today.
Oh, excellent, David. Hi. Great. Glad you could make it.
Great. And then Bill Harris says he's glad to be here after meeting us in Vegas.
Oh, excellent, Bill. Good. Glad that you joined us today.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, Moko says is Tomoko from Denver.
Tomoko, yes, that's right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. So we are very, very glad to have you guys here. In my green screen room here. This is where I shoot my videos and stuff. So that's why you kind of see the cameras and the lights in the background there. So Carmena and I wanted to do this call because everything with drop shipping is absolutely exploding. You guys can possibly direction for the AI right now. Things are going in a whole different direction. And one of our new people, Michelle, she just sent me a message saying she's joining right now, so that's great. So the drop shipping is going in a completely very powerful direction with DSD. As you know, Carmena and I have kind of partnered up here with drop shipping because of the magnitude of what it is, and because we've seen it change so many lives. It's a strategy that I've been doing for some time, a strategy I was blessed to introduce to Carmena, and she'll share her results with you as well for those of you who don't know her story. But a lot of people are online right now trying to make money online, trying to figure out, you know, how can I really start making my first dollar online without spending $10,000 to make a dollar. And drop shipping, I can tell you guys, 100% is the method that you can scale up for so many reasons. And I'll let Carmena kind of explain to you some of those reasons here in a second. But I am going to bring up a PowerPoint slide with just a few things that we want to cover today here in just a moment, and I'll let Carmena talk on that as well. And so, Carmena, I'll let you go ahead and do your introduction, and then we'll kind of go through the PowerPoint slide and talk a little bit about what happened in Vegas. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but this is too good.
This is too
this
good.
Information
Do not share it. That's right.
not share it. So, it's not going to stay in Vegas. We are bringing it to you guys live here today. So,
Yes.
Carmena, I'll let you go ahead and take away.
Sure, thank you, Bishop. So just a quick bit of background, as Bishop had mentioned, Bishop had actually introduced the dropshipping method to me that last year, around about September. And I'd met Bishop previously at an internet marketing event in Los Angeles, which is where I was based before I moved to the South Island of New Zealand. I was really at the end of my tether, really looking for something like a vehicle that was really going to work. So I met Bishop at the event, and we kept in touch. And then one day we sort of contacted me out of the blue and said, hey, you know, why don't you go ahead and check out this webinar and see what this is about. So little did I know this was a webinar with basically some of the founders of DS Domination, and I kind of got like an inside view, if you will, before they had officially launched the program. And so I sat in, and it was very, very raw. Like, it was a bunch of guys just kind of sitting around, and you know, it was basically someone hosting a webinar, and you could see their screen. But it was very mumbly. It was kind of hard to follow. It wasn't polished at all. And I just thought, gosh, who are these guys? Like, I've just wasted 45 minutes of my life, you know, sitting on this webinar. So I thought, you know what? Okay, this is cool. Thank you, Bishop, but I just went over my head, I guess. So Bishop texts me a couple of days later and said, hey, what did you think? And I said, you know what? It's fine, but thank you for sharing it, but I'm really not interested. I don't want to handle any product. And so the funny thing is that it completely went over my head that you don't have to handle product. I'm sure those of you who know what dropshipping is about by now, you know you don't have to handle any product if you don't want to, although there are key times when it would be very advantageous to do that, especially at the holidays. And this is, gosh, there's just so many cool things that we learned about in Vegas where you can really take advantage of the holiday season and just make an absolute killing. And there's a part of me that wishes I was back in the US for that, because I would definitely be leveraging one of the new things that I shared in DS, which we'll sort of touch on later on in this hangout. But anyway, long story short, as soon as I got that I didn't have to handle product, that I would be taking, I'd be rather using to my advantage or leveraging other websites' sales and fulfillment, I guess, systems. I didn't have to worry about getting any traffic or anything like that. I just went ahead and I just ran with it, and just went all in, invested in all the programs in DS, because I think at the time I was actually in a pretty financially precarious situation, and I wanted to just put as many resources as I could behind it and just ran with it. And as soon as I did that, I started seeing results. The first month or so, I sold like maybe about 3 or 4 items, which was cool, but it was like not mind-blowing. But you know what it is? As soon as you get that first sale, it's when your belief system in something, it just kicks in. It kicked in for me, because I'd never made any money online before. In fact, I was losing money every single time I invested, so to speak, in a new system, a new product. So when I was actually making my first few sales, I thought, this really does work. This really does work. So I went full in, and full on, I should say, and I I was making about 25,000 by December, starting from nothing in September. Mind you, that was during the holiday season, which is a pretty full-on time. So it's optional if you want to be having your drop shipping stores open during the holiday season, because it really is very, very busy. Just as a word of caution there. But it's also exhilarating at the same time, because I just saw proof, like tangible proof, that I could be pulling in 5 figures a month with the system. I'm now growing it to about 40,000 a month, and that's with very, very few stores. I'm planning on scaling by opening more stores in the next week or so, actually. And Bishop and I have got some very exciting things we want to share with you as the different strategies that we're doing personally in our own business. And so that's why I decided to team up with Bishop, because this is really the first time ever that I've made money online. And it's for the ordinary person. If you just have to follow the steps, and you just have to hang in there, and you just have to keep listing, you've got to put the time in and the effort in to master it. But the beautiful thing is that it's very easy to do that if you just put in the effort. So I see that Bishop's now uploaded a PowerPoint. Should we get started on that PowerPoint, Bishop?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go through some of the PowerPoint here. And so, we're talking about shipping, and, we call ourselves Team Freedom Fighters because that's really what this is about. It's really about fighting for your freedom. A lot of times people come into business, they start a business only to wind up having that business own them more than them owning that business, and so they still don't get that freedom that they want to have. Or you spend a lot of time and money trying to find a system that actually works to give you that freedom. And so we're really on a mission to help as many people get that freedom. When we went to Vegas, we had a really good time. Can you hear me?
Sorry, Bishop. You were just.
Did the slide change for everyone? I just want to make sure everything is going okay for everybody.
I'm still seeing the first slide.
Can you see the new? Okay, hold on a second. Let me just get to where I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, you're still just seeing the first slide?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I think that probably the rest of us can only see the first slide as well.
Okay, if you guys can only see the first slide, let me know. It's changing on my end. I'm not sure why you guys aren't seeing that. So if you're only seeing the first slide, please let me know here.
Oh, there we go. I'm seeing the second one now.
Oh, you are? Okay, so there really is a kind of a lag there. Okay. Not sure why the lag is there, but we will deal with it, as always. So here is me and Carmena. We had an amazing time out there in Vegas. And that's Carmena and my wife there. She's pregnant with our child. We're expecting a son here in the next couple of months, so we're very excited about that. But so, yeah, as you guys know, we had an event in Vegas, and I wrote there, Dropshippers Take Over Vegas. And the reason I say that is because there was over 1,000 people there in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys can see the new slide there or not. Michelle says the sound went out for a bit. Am I okay now, Michelle? Okay, perfect. So we had over 1,000 people that flew in from all over the world to attend this event because they're so excited about what is happening with drop shipping in their lives, how it's changing lives from all over the world. We had people from Australia, New Zealand, which Carmena was one of them, the Philippines, Hong Kong, all over Sweden, the UK, just about anywhere you can imagine. People flew in because they're making money with the drop shipping. And one of the exciting parts about this is that, as some of you guys know, DSD has two components to it. It has the affiliate side, and then it has just the drop shipping side. And I would tell you probably about 80% or more of the people in there are people that were focusing on the drop shipping side and making a tremendous, tremendous amount of income from just drop shipping. Now, I've been in the internet entrepreneur space for quite a while. I've seen a lot of affiliate programs that say, you can make money with our product, but a lot of times people are just making money by referring the product. Here, it's the complete opposite, and that's why it's so exciting, because here you have a company where 80% or more of the people are making money month after month, and a substantial amount of money month after month from just using the product, going through the training and implementing what they're learning on the training. And I got to tell you guys, I have never seen anything like that in the industry. And so the event was a 2-day event.
Oh dear.
As you guys can see right here, it says strategies mixed in with a little bit of comedy. The event was exciting because they also had some times, because we were there all day, so they broke up the monotony, and they did bring on some comedians. We had a stand-up comedian on one day who was really, really good. And here's also a comedian. It was actually, if you believe it or not, that's actually a man right there dressed as an older lady. And they did this skit, and no one knew that it was actually the host of the event. He had changed and put on all this stuff, and they did an excellent job. It was really funny. People were in tears laughing because it was so funny that day that we were there. And so that was just a blast. But here's the good thing. DSD absolutely 100% has changed lives for people in all walks of life. This slide here is a gentleman that was injured in the war. He's actually a vet, and he was injured serving our country. And when he came back to the States, he had a very difficult time finding work, as you can imagine. And so he was in the process of, he lost his car. He was in the process of losing a lot of things, including his peace of mind. But what we did was we went ahead and DSD has been changing his life. He's making a full-time income now by drop shipping, which is absolutely amazing. He was in tears on stage about how this company has changed his life. And in fact, one of his vehicles he actually got rid of to start DSD and start drop shipping. And I got to tell you guys, I'm very proud to be part of a company that did something special. Because this guy lost his car, DSD and the founding members actually got this guy a very nice vehicle, and they gave him the vehicle right there on stage. They gave him the keys to the car, and the vehicle is waiting for him at home once he returns. So this guy got a brand new car. He's making money full time by drop shipping, and he's a disabled vet. I don't know too many companies who have a story that powerful as we have with this individual. And Carmena, you can talk a little bit about that as well.
Absolutely. This guy, I forget the gentleman's name, but he really was so impressive in terms of his resolve, because he had to be, he had a lot of medical issues, and what I got was that he had to take a lot of medication, which really interfered with his concentration, his ability to concentrate. And so, but even despite the setbacks, like these very physical, very physiological setbacks, he was determined to make a success of his dropshipping business. And so, and the leaders of this company, they are they're very approachable. They have hearts. And so I think that they heard about this guy, and they actually reached out to him and said, "Hey, would you mind speaking on stage and just sharing a bit of your story with the rest of the DSD team?" And so he did, and it was completely unexpected what they did for him next. So that was just really cool to see that even somebody who's in a wheelchair and has like severe medical difficulties, they had the resolve to go ahead and do this business. And when you have that resolve, mountains can move aside for you, right? So this is quite an extreme, if you will, example. But that just goes to show just how powerful this vehicle is, because literally anybody can do it if you have the intention and you have the methodology. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And so that's what's exciting is that, if he can do it, there's no reason why anyone else on this planet can't do drop shipping. And you can do it from almost just about any country that you want to do it from. And so on this slide, the reason I don't have it full screen, you guys, is because for some reason it's not changing when I have it full screen. So that is why we have the PowerPoint the way it is. So just bear with us. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. But so let's start talking about some of the content and the new things that we want to share with you guys. Now, some of you are new and you're just going through the pro level or maybe the first 2 modules, but there's a lot of things that are happening and that we can share with you that's going to help you from day one start generating even more sales. And David says, wow, just hearing that story. And so, yeah, David, it was very powerful what happened there. So now Cassini, you guys might want to write Cassini down. Cassini is basically the algorithm that is used on eBay. Okay, it basically helps you rank on Google and on eBay, and it's a very, very complex algorithm that eBay uses. I mean, each company online has their own algorithm. Facebook has theirs, Google has theirs, Amazon has theirs, and eBay has their algorithm, which basically can tell you, kind of like your EdgeRank does on Facebook, when items are posted, how they're showing in the listings, etc. With Cassini. Now, Cassini is something that you don't have to worry about and think that you have to master it or anything, but there are some tips that we can share with you right now that can literally help you start making more sales pretty fast here. And one of them that we discussed over the weekend was resetting your RSS feeds at least 2 or 3 times weekly will bring your listings back to the top range of postings in the search for eBay. Now, what happens is when you post an item and you list an item, sometimes what people have done is they have it where it automatically relists after the posting expires. That's not a good way to do it. So if you're doing that, don't set it up that way. What you want to do is actually have it where I'm losing my train of thought. To have it where it's not relisted, but
it's sell similar.
Yeah, sell similar. And what it basically does is after that item's listing expires, then it's going to list that item again as a similar item for the next 30 days. So that is something that we really learned how to do. Carmena and I will post something in our private group that we just set up yesterday for our Facebook team. We're going to post you guys where you can get the instructions for resetting your RSS feed. Now, what I have is I reset it, and then I will turn it back on after about 6 hours or so. After about 6 or 8 hours, turn your RSS feed back on, because what that's going to do is automatically push your postings back up to the top as if they're new postings. Because what happens with algorithms is, on Google and Facebook as well, is they like new content. Okay, so if your listings it's the same listing but it's relisting, eBay is looking at that as an old listing. So when people search for that item, it's slowly pushing your listing down, no matter how good your keywords are or your title is. It's pushing it down because it's not new content. So turn off the RSS feeds and then turn them back on after about 6 or 8 hours, and that's going to make it a new, fresh content in the terms of eBay's Cassini algorithm, and they're going to push that listing back up to the top. And so that is a strategy right there that will definitely help you bring in more sales. And Carmena, I'll let you talk a little bit about Cassini as well. And don't get overwhelmed with this. We're going to give you guys instructions, and Carmena and I are going to be doing. Yeah, we're going to be doing webinars with you guys and teaching you guys all of this stuff. So.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, and something which is really cool, because eBay wants new sellers to basically keep selling on there, so they're going to give those listings more exposure. And that's a way to keep your listings fresh, as well as other things that I think I've shared with some of you, that if you also go back into items and tweak out your titles a little bit, go into keywordspy.com, and also Fresh Keys, another one that I've personally been using, and also just tweak out your keywords a little bit. Take some out, put some new ones in, freshen it up a little bit, and also drop the price a little bit of your item or raise it up by about 5 or 10 cents. That'll also help to refresh the listing and have eBay think, oh, this is like a new piece of content, I'm going to give it more priority over others. So also, that talking about the keywords there, which is obviously very important, there's another way to actually use the keywords as well that we just learned about, and that is to not only keyword your lead image of your listing, but also to keyword the subsequent photographs as well. Now, those of you who are obviously you're putting up your listings in eBay, you want to be making sure that you have multiple images for each listing. And if you're able to use Google image search to find alternative images for any item that you happen to be posting, if you have more than like 2 or 3, if you have you can have up to 12, I believe, then you're going to have an amazing advantage over sellers who only have 1 image or 2 images. Okay, so another thing to add there is that you want to keyword those subsequent images, the keywords that you've found on Keyword Spy, the associative keywords you found on Keyword Spy, and then also have those keywords in your title as well, and that will give your listing a big advantage over other people who might be selling the same thing.
Exactly. And one of the key things I just want to make sure you guys are writing this down is when you have the 3 items, the 3 images, do different keywords for those, each one of those images. But also something that Carmena said, which is very important, just going back to the statement that you made about the pricing. To help your listing get to the top, periodically change your pricing, even if it's by 5 or 10 cents up or down, is going to help you guys have the ability to get your content fresh in the terms of Cassini and those rankings moved up. So that's a super strategy there. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to write in for you guys, help. This is, you guys can write this down. Overview. .html. Okay. Here's a great another tip that is really good. So for this link right here, one of the things that you'll notice is that when you have your posting, sometimes underneath it will be some ads that are kind of like suggested items that are similar to your item that you're posting. And so you don't want that, because if someone's coming there, they see your item, but then they see some ads underneath for other items that are similar to yours, that can hurt your sales too as well. So if you go to this link, here you're going to get information on how you can actually take away those ads underneath your postings. Okay, so it's www.pages.ebay.com/help/cp-overview.html. And again, Carmena and I are going to post all this information for you guys as well. But for any of you who want to write it down tonight, you're able to do that. So that's a really important thing. So all of these things that we're teaching you guys right now are ways that are going to really help you start making even more money. Some of you are already making good money. Mervin's on here, and he made a good sell the other day. Moko is asking, Carmena, how often do you change the price? Every week, every couple of weeks, if the item is not selling?
Yes, great question. I change my the pricing every week. Every week. I don't have to go crazy with it. Just every 7 days is fine.
Okay, so every 7 days for that, Moko. And in addition to what Carmena was talking about with the photos and using 3 photos or so for your keywords, just to give you an example.
More, yes. Oh, sorry to interrupt you there, Bishop, but it's actually 3 keywords for the lead image, and then using as many images as possible, up to 12.
Exactly. So to give you an example, let's say you have 1 image and you're selling a doghouse. One of the keywords you could put there for that picture is wooden doghouse. The next picture for the same item could be outdoor pet furniture. So just to kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So name those different keywords for each individual picture like that, and it's going to help you out tremendously. Okay?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so also, you guys want to write free shipping in your listings. Okay, so write free shipping in your listings because that attracts buyers. Okay, and then you can simply roll the shipping cost into your price. Okay, so it's already covered, but in the mind of the buyer, they're thinking they're getting this amazing, free shipping, but you're still covering it in the cost. So that is a very, very important technique that can help you out tremendously by doing that.
That's right, and also you can also select when you're doing your titles, your listing. You can actually select free shipping on the as one of your. You just simply select the box saying you're offering free shipping right there. So, but if you can also maybe put it in your description as well if you wanted to emphasize that, especially if other people aren't offering free shipping for your item, that can make it stand out a little bit when someone clicks on your listing.
Right, absolutely. Another good tip to help your listings get ranked is changing your return policy, stretching it out for 30 days. Okay, so stretching your return policy out for 30 days gives you a rank boost with eBay. So just having that in there is definitely going to help a lot of things for you guys. So having that. And then also, instead of doing relist items after the end, just select sell similar versus relist. And these two things alone are going to help you guys really, really boost every single thing for that. Okay? Now, Moko, just make sure when you turn off the RSS feed that you do come back to turn it on. Okay, so that's very, very important. We don't want you guys to turn it off and then not reset it. So set an alarm for about 6 hours. And then come back in and turn it on, and that's going to force Cassini to re-index all of your first 100 listings. Okay, this is very important to understand. So when you do your RSS feed and turn it off, turn it back on after 6 hours, they're going to relist all your first 100 items as if they're new postings. So now they're very fresh in the search area. So it's not going to do your entire thing, but it's going to do at least your first 100 listings for you.
It's fantastic.
Okay, so now some of the other things that we were very excited about is that drop shipping is great when you're taking items from Amazon. From eBay. You're selling items on eBay that you're getting from Amazon. You're not touching any products or anything like that. That's an awesome strategy. One of the things that I can definitely recommend for you guys is you definitely want to grow to the point that you are selling on Amazon. Okay, this is so crucial for you to really get to profits that are beyond imagination.
It's crazy. The amount of money you can make on Amazon, crazy.
It's crazy. So eBay gives you a great foundation. And you can make a lot of money on eBay. You can make $2,000, $3,000 a month or more. But once you go over to Amazon and you start selling and you set up an Amazon store is where things just absolutely explode. We had people there that were making, they made $50,000 last month from their Amazon stores. There's people making $80,000. There were people making $50,000, $30,000. $10,000 is very, very doable on Amazon.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, with different items. So you definitely want to start, once you get the foundation, now don't go over there until you've kind of gotten the foundation for eBay and everything, but as you start laying that foundation, definitely get to the higher modules in our trainings, so that way you can learn Amazon, because that's when things are going to really explode for you. And Carmena, I'll let you do some talking about the Amazon stores.
Yes, Amazon is a super powerful vehicle quite simply because it's the #1 shopping site on the planet, right? So it has so much traffic, and I know that one statistic which kind of blew me away, but is that it has more traffic than the 5 competing websites combined. All right, so that gives you an idea of the traffic. It's millions upon millions of people a month. And what's also really cool as well is that the number of vendors on Amazon is much less. So you have a lot less competition for selling stuff. And because, guys, just to sort of to get your head around it, there's literally hundreds of millions of products that you can sell online, right? And then with the training that we've got, like if you're at the pro level, you know, to actually do it from, you know, source from Amazon to eBay. When you get going to the elite level, which I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you want to take it to the next level, you get access to different websites where the margins are a lot higher. You can also take that information from Elite and the training that teaches you about how to sell on Amazon, and called DS Monopoly, that you can then use all of the information, all the different sources to sell from, all the different sites you learn about on Elite and Unleashed. Although Unleashed, to my mind, is I found Elite was really the game changer for me, and Unleashed is also really great too. But when I got to the selling on Amazon, because really what we wanted to do is we want to, as part of our slogan with Team Freedom Fighters, is we want to leave a legacy, right? But we don't want just this to be like a flash in the pan, making money now, and then it's 6 months later or a year later, whatever. It's not there anymore. Okay, this kind of vehicle is so different to those other systems you may have tried, because this is where you really can leave a legacy. And I believe the next step in leaving a legacy is really having an Amazon store where they unrolled some very exciting things, DS did, where you can also start doing stuff fulfilled by Amazon, which is something I'm definitely going to be exploring in the next few days.
Yeah, and we're gonna go through some of that right now. But just real quick, Carmena, we have Brandon asking, do you use FreshKey or Keyword Spy or the Title Builder for the keywords?
I haven't really used the Title Builder, to be honest with you. I tried using the Title Builder, and I found that it was I didn't particularly like using it. I guess because that I'm also very creative and I love words, and I just found that I just needed like a little nudge to kind of help me with my titles. So I found that FreshKey and Keyword Spy have been the best tools for that. But if you're the sort of person who is still new to titling and you're like, you know what, I just want to take some of the heavy lifting out of it, then it's a good thing to start off with. But I would try to also develop the skill yourself. But you can use it getting started for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And David said RSS feed within your eBay. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
It's within your eBay profile. So, and again, we're going to show you guys all that and send out that information. But absolutely, that's exactly what it is. And so, as Carmena was saying, you know, Amazon really is where it's at. We're just going to throw this out there. Carmena and myself have a goal over the next 90 to 120 days max. We want to get our Amazon businesses to $100,000 per month with both of our Amazon businesses. So I know that sounds like a lot, but you'd be surprised at how doable that is.
Guys, I mean, it's so doable, so doable. That's why, you know, I'm so glad you announced that during this hang-up, Bishop, because it's one of those things where it sounds like what how can you do that? But just the amount of traffic and buyers that are on Amazon, it's completely and utterly doable. Now it's so it's so exciting because I see so clearly how this can scale, and it's really doing things that are very, very similar to what you would be doing on eBay. It really boils down to a lot of sourcing. Getting your sourcing skills down, but also just plain old customer service, right? So, yeah, so it's not magic, guys. So
yeah, it's really not, and that's the thing. If you keep this simple, and once you learn it, just keep it simple in your mind, and you'll be surprised at the income you can start making. So we put it out there publicly, $100,000 a month for our Amazon stores, and that's per. So that's not just, you know, that's not 50,000 a piece. We're talking about 200,000 collectively.
That's right.
With our Amazon stores within the next 90 to 120 days is what we're shooting for. And so, and again, that sounds crazy, but we wanted to throw it out there so you can see what is possible. And there are people as well who's done already $200,000 this year on their stores and stuff. So it's definitely attainable. Now, one of the things talking about Amazon, there is a FBA strategy, which is dealing with Amazon's fulfillment. Now, here is something that is absolutely exciting and a game changer for all of us, really. This is something that just kind of really is going to put things in a whole nother perspective for those of you who want to do it. Now, DSD is unveiling the only drop shipping app out there on the market that I know of. It's a very powerful tool that we're all going to be able to utilize. So as a member of DSD, you are going to be able to use this this app. Did the slides change, Carmena? Are you seeing the app slide?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am seeing that.
Okay, everyone sees the app slide. I just want to make sure you guys all see that. Okay, perfect. So now, this is cool, you guys. So with this app, you can basically, as the slide says here, you can wake up, get dressed, and it says hopefully, so hopefully you put clothes on, and you can go shop like anyone else. And if you see something on sale or clearance, this is what you can do. You can take your cell phone and you can scan the barcode of that particular item. Okay? So you take your cell phone, you scan the barcode of that particular item, okay? And then what happens with that particular item when you scan it is your phone is going to show you exactly how much money you can make from that item on Amazon. So let's say I scan in a juicer with my phone. It's going to show me how many of those juicers have sold, if any, on Amazon, what the rate is on Amazon, what I can sell it for. It's already going to also calculate all of my fees. So it's already going to have, the shipping fees. It's already going to have the Amazon fees, etc. All of that's already calculated, and then it's going to say, oh, you can make $50 on this item. Mm-hmm. Now think about this. You can go shopping in Target, Costco, wherever you want, and go to the sale area or the clearance area. And David said, no. Yeah, David, it's pretty crazy. And you can scan it in, and you can spend an hour there scanning in items and getting those items and purchasing those items. And you already know, like, hey, I'll make $300 from these items. And then you simply get them, and then you send those items all together into Amazon. It's called their FBA, their fulfillment. Mm-hmm. And Amazon handles everything for you, the fulfillment, the sales, all that kind of stuff for you. It's an amazing strategy. It's very powerful. We are the only ones who have this app. The FBA strategy is already there. I mean, people are doing that kind of strategy. That's something I've already been kind of testing for a minute here, for about a month or so. And so they just made it so much easier for people to have this. Now, when people find out that we have this, you're going to be surprised at how many people start coming over to DSD because of this. We already have over 80,000 people part of DSD, and it's going to grow to hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, Michelle. Michelle just said, way cool. This is very cool. This is a game changer, you guys. One thing you can do, too, if you're wanting to also build the affiliate side, you can go to the store with your friends. And let's say you're in the store with your friends, and all of a sudden they see you scanning an item, and they're like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm just scanning to see how much I'm going to make on this item by putting it on eBay and Amazon. Do you think they're going to want to be a part of that? Of course, because now when you're shopping, it's going to change the whole shopping experience. You're going to know how much money you can make from all of those items. And all you do, my friends, is send it into Amazon, and they take care of everything for you. It's absolutely very powerful.
Oh, it's incredible, and it's such an opportunity for people, because people who might not necessarily think about themselves as wanting to do drop shipping, when you look at something so tangible, hey, I can make X amount of dollars on, and I buy 10 of these things. I just put them in my shopping cart and just physically check out with them. Or you actually, I think a lot of the things that people don't like is the unknown. Like, I'm listing something, I'm not sure if it's going to sell, like, all this sort of stuff. But this really takes out a lot of the unknown, and it just makes it so fun, because who doesn't love getting a bargain? I mean, seriously. Right. And making money with it. So, yeah, very cool.
Exactly. And the demonstration was two guys going to, I can't remember what store they went to, and they scanned maybe like 5 items. And they knew exactly how much they were going to make. I mean, when you see the app, it's amazing what it does. And they left the store, listed those items, sent those items in, and they made the guy I was talking to him there, and they made about $320 or $350 from those items that they bought in that store. The
That's
app
right.
told, huh? Go ahead, Carmena.
Yeah, I was sorry to jump in. I just go excited when you were saying that. But I think they literally were like at the store for an hour, something like that.
Yeah, so they went to the store for an hour, scanned these items, left, did the fulfillment, and made $350 for shopping for an hour. Powerful, you guys. I hope you're seeing the big picture here. Some of you guys are just in the first modules, and but our mission here is to really start painting for you the big picture. This can change your life, just like it did for Carmena. This can absolutely change your life and give you the freedom that you've always wanted. This is not one of those strategies that you see online that, oh, this is really cool, I can make a little bit of money on this, and then all of a sudden that strategy kind of dies down, and then now everyone's on a different strategy. This is a real, tangible business that you can scale up to be a multi-million-dollar business, hands down. And it's not going anywhere because we all know that Amazon and eBay are not going anywhere. They're here for the long haul. So I hope you guys are excited about that app. And here's the other cool thing is that for those of you who are going to do the affiliate side too, we're going to let people test out the app and do, I think it's like maybe 5 different scans, but then they have to join DSD in order to have this app. So that's going to be a game changer on the affiliate side of DSD as well. And now they're also launching something called Genesis, and I'll let you, Carmena, kind of talk a little bit about how they're cutting down the chain and bringing us directly to the supplier.
That's right, yes. So what DSD have done with Genesis is that they've basically broken down all the steps that are necessary to source directly from different suppliers. They've also made contacts with places within the US as well who supply the dollar store staples, like mainstream chain stores. And we know that we drop shipping from those from some of those places already. So just imagine being able to cut them out and be able to source directly from the people who supply those guys. Very, very exciting. Also, there's ways to be able to work with China, for example, which we know is an absolute mecca for low-cost, pretty good quality products. And so I'm personally very excited by that because people are just so daunted by dealing with having to deal with a foreign country, like the language barrier and all this sort of stuff. But what's cool is that DS Genesis actually breaks it down and makes it extremely straightforward and just gives you the actions that you need to do. You have to go do some product research. You then go and find a supplier on a very, very reputable website, which has thousands upon thousands of people who want to do business and have their product in your hands. So they will, and these people are super professional. They're not people they wouldn't be accepted on the site. And the site also has a guarantee of conduct as well. So there's very, very little chance of anybody being ripped off on the site, which was very comforting for me. And so this is where it's going. It's like if you it is cool like doing the drop shipping and then doing and then going into the site and buying the product and then letting your product, sharing the tracking information, all the steps that you guys know of already to take care of customers. Just imagine having a global giant like Amazon whose absolute core like ethic is all about the customer, right? So they just make it so easy for people to do fulfillment by Amazon, and also within the Amazon itself, if you open a seller account, you can also calculate how much your margin is going to be per item. So you know for sure that you're going to be making X amount of money per unit, which and you know that, or you probably didn't know, but items that are fulfilled by Amazon, they qualify for the Prime program, free shipping. They also get added visibility on the Amazon site as well. So it's and so they're wanting to push. I'm always getting assailed by Amazon, like saying, "Hey, if you join our FBA program, these are the advantages." And I remember also reading some crazy statistic that like your sales can go up by like about 68% if you do fulfillment by Amazon of an item. So super duper powerful.
And to give you an example, there's a lady who, and one of the things you want to do is get the the buy box and brown box and all that kind of stuff from Amazon. But there's a lady who took something as simple as tea bottles, okay? Simple tea bottles. She listed them on Amazon, and she made $23,000 in 1 month from selling tea bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is huge, you guys. Okay, again, I'm going to say it one more time. For those of you who didn't get it, she took a tea bottle and listed it on Amazon and made $23,000 from that one item in 1 month. Mm-hmm. Now, she was somebody who was absolutely new to, she's not an internet marketer or anything like that. She's just a regular lady, and she got in this and started learning it, and she was like, oh, these tea bottles look cool. And she listed them, had no idea what was going to happen, and it just exploded for her. So how many, if you guys would like to make $23,000 this month from a tea bottle, go ahead and type that in the chat area so I can see who's listening here and who's really getting how big this thing is. So if you would like to make $23,000, just let me know. Tiffany just said, what? Yeah, Tiffany, that's the kind of stuff that is happening here with drop shipping. These are the possibilities, and so that's why we're here to really make sure that you guys are understanding what's going on. Now, with this Genesis and how they're breaking down the supply chain, let me give you guys a little knowledge of what's happening and how business works. Amazon and eBay are very, very powerful companies. Facebook is a very powerful company. Why? Because it has that database. Facebook has 1 billion. Yeah, Brandon said, wow, tea bottles. Yeah. And so Facebook has 1 billion people on it, and so they have this power now. Well, Amazon is powerful because they have hundreds of millions of people that are on there and they're buyers. Well, guess what? DSD is now gaining power in the market space because of their membership. Here's some statistics for you. We have over 80,000 members right now worldwide, okay? Just from the drop shipping, our members have generated over $75 million in buying and selling out there in the market space on Amazon and eBay. That, my friends, equals power. Now what's happening is we're having companies like Mattel and all of this kind of stuff coming to DSD, wanting to cut deals with DSD because they have power now. They have buyers and sellers who've already done $75 million. So people are starting to pay attention because we have something no one else has. So someone can say, hey, can your members please come here and buy some stuff and drop ship some stuff and this and that. So it's very powerful what we are creating. And I'm going to share something with you guys as well that's very powerful here in a minute that goes along with what we're talking about here in terms of having that power. Now, another, we already kind of talked about the fulfillment by Amazon and it being bigger than the 5 competitors. And Carmena kind of talked about this slide too as well, where you can find a Chinese supplier, you can pick an item, and all that kind of stuff. But Genesis handles all of that. So there's some programs out there that teach you that strategy, but you know, there's really no guarantee. And because we've built those relationships, because of the power that we have now and the proof that we have of sales, we're able to cut down all of those middlemen for you guys, and everyone basically wins. So with Genesis, they're launching 4 versions. There's the traditional Genesis with safety, and I'll explain that in a second. There's the USA Genesis. So let's say you want to cut out all the middlemen and go directly to the supplier and just deal with the US. You can absolutely do that and not have to deal with international companies if that's something you don't feel comfortable with. Yes, David. David said all through duplication on a single item. Yes, David, that was one teapot, not a variation of teapots. And she, I mean a tea bottle, and she did 23,000. And that's just one story. We can go on and on about stories, and we'll share some more with you guys here in a moment. So we're also unveiling something called Dream Genesis. Now, this is something that's really cool, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with Dream Genesis. But before I do Dream Genesis, let me go ahead and do the traditional Genesis that has the safety with it. So, you know, at DSD, they're always thinking about ways to protect you guys, to make sure you're making money, to make sure you're protected out there, not losing money, not, you know, shipping things out and not making the money on it, or buying things and not making money. So they're going to give you a detailed training on how to order safely on all these items if you're going to do FBA. They can guarantee you guys 3 to 10 sales guaranteed, okay, of your items, and I'm going to show you how that's possible here in a second. Also, they're unveiling new software that tells you how many of a particular item already sold on Amazon, so you can kind of know if this item is going to be good, if it's a hot item, so to speak. And here's something that's powerful. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Because of the fact that we have people, especially new people like some of you are, who just started, you're learning how to take items from Amazon and sell them on eBay, right? Well, guess what? We have that component, and there's thousands, tens of thousands of people that are doing that. But we also have tens of thousands of people that are selling on Amazon. And they could be getting items from eBay or different places they're sourcing from, and they're selling on Amazon. So think about this. You're selling on eBay and getting items from Amazon, and we have people that are already selling on Amazon. What we're going to do and start doing is merging the two together. So we're going to have a membership base selling your product on eBay. So Tiffany, she can then, you know, she's starting to learn how to dropship on eBay. She can go get items from other eBay, DSD members that are selling items from Amazon. It's guaranteed sales. So you'd be drop shipping another DSD member's product.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, if you're not getting this and how powerful this is, you have to understand we're creating our own economy within DSD. It's very powerful what I just told you guys. We're talking about guaranteed sales within DSD. Did you want to say something, Carmena?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think that's a pretty unique situation to be in, just simply by sheer force of how many members we have. We can create like a closed circuit, if you will, and it's a closed circuit that's always, I think, going to get bigger and bigger as more people experience success, they share about it, and that's why it's such an incredible company from the perspective of building an affiliate team. Because people within it are really experiencing high levels of success, so it's easy to share about it.
Right, absolutely. And so that right there, you guys, really gets me excited, just knowing that we're going to have this community that are drop shipping each other's items, and so that's also going to help new people who come in find items that are solid, but it's also going to help people on the eBay, on Amazon, have guaranteed sales too as well, because people then will be buying from that. And then we also have our exclusive mailing platform that we're going to give you, and so there's just so many exciting things with the Genesis protection that we're bringing on board here. Now, USA Genesis, it's exclusive suppliers within the USA, and these are, again, we have companies coming to us now because of the power that we've created, and they're offering amazing deals just to our DSD members. Okay, so we have some special relationships with the supplier of major chains like Staples, special relationships with dollar store providers, and many, many sites you never heard of. And Carmena and I are going to give you guys some special sites here in just a moment that we want you to write down that you can do even more stuff with. Now, the other part of Genesis is the Dream Genesis. So how many of you guys have an incredible idea? Let's say it's for a product or an invention or some kind of idea like that you have in your mind. That you said, you know what, you have some kind of idea that you've always wanted to create. You know a product that would sell that's absolutely unique, but you just don't know how to create it. If anyone has something like that, go ahead and type it in to the chat so we can see if there's any geniuses on our team.
Yeah, some inventors out there who would love to see their idea realized.
Yeah, so if you would love to see your idea realized, go ahead and type it into the chat that you have a genius idea, just so we can kind of see who has that. And so here's what's happening. So Mattel and other places like that, again, are coming to us, and they have a special relationship with the VP of Mattel, and he's ready to help you make your dream come to realization. And this is zero upfront cost. That's why we're calling it Dream Genesis. The contacts are already made. You would sign an NDA agreement. I mean, an NDA agreement would be signed by their company, Mattel, and we all know Mattel is a major billion-dollar company. You send in the details. You have conversations with these gentlemen, and they tell you exactly the whole process, the cost involved, and basically they're cutting a deal with you. And then you can decide if you want to work with Mattel on putting this dream into reality or this product into reality or not. This, you guys, is huge. Oh, okay, Moko is saying he has ideas all the time, but a lot of times ideas don't survive. And Brandon has an idea, too, for his Stay Cold pillow. Oh, wow, Brandon, that's actually a cool idea. I would buy that.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great idea.
Oh, and yeah, Bill says he has 3 great ideas as well. So think about this, Bill, Brandon, and Michelle. Michelle says she has an idea, and Moko. I mean, now we're opening up the doors with people that we have relationships with of major companies like Mattel, and we're connecting you guys together. We're setting up the whole process for you guys to talk to them, and we're talking about going to the direct people, not the secretary. We're talking about the decision makers, and they're going to look at your idea, they're going to sign the NDA, and then they're going to tell you what it takes to make this happen, and then you decide if you want to do the deal or not. And then on the back end, not only are you have a product now that's created, but on the back end now you can also have people that are selling your product and service, because again, we have over 80,000 members, which is just going to grow to 200,000 members that are all sellers and buyers. This, you guys, is everything we're saying today. If you are not getting absolutely excited out of your mind, then you're not seeing the big picture. There's no other company that can offer all of the stuff that we are offering. And go ahead, Carmena, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that a lot of barrier to entry for people. I mean, there's so many great. I mean, there's people on this call, for example. People have like ideas, but the idea of getting a product out there is just so daunting. Well, here you have a perfect vehicle where you have no money down. You can just go ahead and simply like get your idea, I guess, like budgeted out, priced out, and they'll tell you how much it will cost to develop a said idea. So it makes it so much more attainable. Exactly. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah.
Super powerful. And they're saying that they will make it for you. They'll create it. I mean, that's huge.
That's right. Huge, huge.
And it's kind of like what we're doing with Amazon and eBay. We're leveraging their credibility, we're leveraging their infrastructures, etc. So now we're opening up the doors for you guys to leverage with companies who can make your products into reality, and they also have on the back end the relationships with the other places to sell them, like As Seen on TV and stuff like that, Home Shopping Network. They have all these channels already in place, Target, Babies R Us, etc., to sell your products. So this is huge. I mean, this is a game changer. So you definitely want to work your way up through the training so you can then get Genesis. Okay, so Genesis is a new module that has just been added. I'm going to say this, and I hope you guys listen to this. Do not skip. If you just started Pro, don't all of a sudden go down and try to buy Genesis. Okay? Do not do that. Work your way to Genesis. Build your business the right way. Get the foundations in. Start making money. Understand the whole platform here, and then go to Genesis. Okay? So do it smart. Okay? Because you're not gonna know everything. Go ahead, Carmena.
That's right. Because exactly. I always advise people to go and to master the level that you're on first. If you're on Pro, make back your Pro membership. Sell a couple of items and where you make your $19.99 back a month. Don't think about upgrading if you to elite, even if you want to, if you just don't understand that first, right? Unless you happen to be super crazy like I was, and I was in a total situation, I just wanted to have as many resources as possible because I wanted to make that that big push. Okay, but if you're not in that situation, and even if you were, I would still recommend not upgrading right away. Even just make the money back yourself, and then progress at the level that you want to. But here's the thing. The more that you invest, the more resources that you invest in your business, the more potential money you can make. But you just have to, master some aspects of it first, and then go ahead and upgrade.
Right. Okay. We have Brandon. Brandon said he's pacing the floor with excitement. He's not sure if he could take too much of this. Absolutely, Brandon. That is so true, and that's exactly what's happening. No, Tiffany, it's different than crowdfunding. It's different. We're taking you directly to get your product created, and mapping out the whole process of creating your product. This is different. You're going directly to the places that you're not trying to find the funds to do your product or anything like that. We're taking you directly to the makers and putting everything in place. Yeah. And then Bill says he has an idea about how to have a new password every time you log on to any program, and it's an app. Bill, that is amazing. And later on, you and I can talk about that as well, because I build apps too as well with one of my companies and stuff too. So we can talk about that too as we go down the line here as well. So that's awesome. Apps are very, very big business. So that's great. So glad you guys are excited about that. We had a feeling you guys would be excited about all of this kind of stuff here. And so, again, the concern is that we want to ensure that everyone is making money and also everyone is protected while they're building this business. Again, you can go out there and try to do it on your own, but with us, we're protecting you guys. So we have detailed training on protecting yourself if you're dealing with China and all that kind of stuff. We have ways for you to track how many sales of items you're selling on Amazon. You have member support and purchasing power. So again, we can buy and sell each other's products. DS domination guaranteed sales, which is a game changer that we're starting to guarantee that now. Ability to sell your inventory on eBay and Bonanza. If you guys haven't heard of Bonanza, it's a huge tool to go to bonanza.com. They'll list all your items for you and get them ranked on Google. So that's an amazing source there. They do charge a little percentage of it, but it's definitely worth it. Your own mailing list, U.S. suppliers. Hitesh has a $7 million niche video, which is going to be revealed within the Genesis. Hitesh has already made $7 million, you guys, with drop shipping. $7 million. And so he's going to show you in this video how he did it and the niche that he used to make $7 million. Local scanning everyone can do, which is the app we talked about earlier. Mattel, which is the safety net, and exclusive relationships with these big organizations for you. Now, there's one thing here that we didn't talk about, which is your own mailing list. Now, okay, I believe it was Brandon who said he's pacing the floor with excitement, and you can't take anymore. Brandon, you might want to sit down because because I'm going to share something else with you that is very powerful. Okay, so we're going to be able to create your mailing list. So here's what's going to happen. Let's say that someone buys whatever item from you. We're going to have it where that person's information, email address, and all that kind of stuff is captured, and then the system, the software, is automatically going to promote them other items that are related that you have listed. So all of a sudden, that person will get an email from you saying, "Hey, I just saw that you bought that bicycle. Well, you might also be interested in this bicycle rack, or these additional tires, or this helmet, or something like that." So just imagine how many more sales Bill said, hope you guys save some for the next webinar. We have a lot of stuff, Bill. Don't worry about it. And so just imagine how many more sales that's going to create. So if someone bought some shoes and then all of a sudden they got an email saying, hey, I saw you bought these shoes. These pants would go really well with those shoes. It's a game changer, you guys. This is exclusive software that Hitesh is building for us that is going to capture these emails. You're going to be able to start building a list of buyers that are buying from you, and you're going to know exactly what they're buying. They're going to automatically be given. The software is going to go through your listings and see what relates and send them emails promoting your other items.
That's right. It's called this thing has been tended to be called dear supremacy, but guys, this is something if you've been in the internet marketing niche for any amount of time, the money is all in the list, right? And if you've ever had a business or on and offline, you know that it's really your current customers, the other people who are making you money, and it's often much easier to get a repeat sale from somebody than it is to get an entirely new sale. Even though what we're doing with the powerful vehicles of both eBay and Amazon, you know, you can be selling to new buyers all the time. But how much cooler and more powerful would it be to actually have a group of customers who just bought from you because you gave them what they want and you consistently do that? I mean, that is like the dream of any business, is to be able to anticipate somebody's needs and then give it to them, right? There's no competition. It makes competition irrelevant in that particular case.
Absolutely, and these are game changers, you guys. The app and this software, Supremacy, no one else has, and this is going to change the game. I mean, again, there are already people making $50,000, $100,000 a month, $20,000, etc. This is going to quadruple sales for all of us. And so, Carmena, we have Brandon asking, how many hours did you spend a day listing on eBay at the beginning?
At the beginning, that's a great question. I did it. I was spending like maybe about 5 or 6 hours a day, and I had a young baby at the time. So if I could have been there the whole day, I would have. But it was very difficult because I had like a young child or a young baby with me who was demanding my time. I really believe that it really depends on your learning style. I'm the sort of person who really learns best by repetition and just doing it over and over and over and over again. Especially if I just want to master something, I'll just apply myself 100%, right? But you might be the sort of person who digests things in shorter periods. Like maybe you could apply yourself for like maybe, you know, an hour, 2 hours, and then go and do something else and then come back to it. It really depends on your own individual way that you know that you can take in information. But that's what I did, about 5 or 6 hours a day.
Right, and so again, and the reason for that when you first start is because it takes you longer because you're not really sure what kind of items to find and all that kind of stuff. So it takes a little bit longer, but once you get used to it, you're able to list items very, very quickly. Now, again, do this based on what fits your life right now. If you can only do an hour a day, only do an hour a day. You can still make a lot of sales. So it's just, you know, whatever you have time allocated for. But I can, again, stress, this is a real business that you can scale very quickly and be in the 5 figures a month very, very quickly with this method. So, you know, take that to heart. You know, if you're going to spend time doing other stuff, maybe you have to turn the TV off and spend more time building your business. Absolutely do it because you'll be glad that you did. And then we have another message from Bill. Bill says, in the past 5 years, this is one of the best webinars he's ever watched. Great job to both of you guys. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. And Moko says, can people opt in for the list, or would that get too spammy?
I'm sorry.
Moko, go ahead, Carmena.
Sorry, you go. So, I'm sorry, you go ahead, Bishop.
I was just going to say, I would just let the software do what it's doing. Now, if you're an internet marketer and you know how to build lists, you can absolutely set up your own system for capturing leads and to present items for people in different niches. Like, let's say that you sell a lot of sporting goods on your eBay store, which we do. Carmena and I both sell a lot of bikes and stuff like that. So if you do that, you can absolutely build a list around sports and then promote to that list, or health or whatever it is, and promote to that list your items that are on your store. you can absolutely do that. But this software is going to capture those emails and stuff from the people that are buying from you on eBay and Amazon.
Exactly.
So now let's switch gears here for just a second, and I want to show you guys what happens when you share this opportunity. Now, I recommend you share this opportunity. You don't have to. That's the beautiful thing about DSD, because people are making a lot of money without sharing this. In fact, I told Carmena when she first came in, I said, Carmena, you don't have to share this with anybody. You know, I just want you to learn these strategies because I know it's going to change your life. I'm already doing drop shipping. And I said, once you see it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to wish you shared it earlier, because other people, and the reason I say that is because not because of the money she would have made, but also because other people's lives would have been exactly where hers is at if she would have shared it from the very beginning.
That's right. You know, but guys, I understand, because, sorry to cut you off, Bishop, because I'm just getting excited about this point, but yes, I mean, often if you can't really share about something unless you've actually experienced success yourself, right? It doesn't feel, otherwise it just sort of feels kind of weird, like why would I be promoting something that I don't really know works? But obviously, when you have the first few sales, maybe you're making just a little, maybe making a couple of hundred, or maybe like even building your way to a couple of thousand. Just think about how that would impact somebody else that you would know in your life. Like, wouldn't that be great if they could make a little bit of extra money on the side? And what difference would that make for them, right? So these people, as Bishop is going to get into, they shared with people, and they were very excited to do that because they knew just how powerful it was, because they had been around the bush themselves. Maybe they tried a few different opportunities, and they knew that this was different. But they did experience sales themselves, right? I believe Anne Sieg, she actually built a dropshipping business with her son. That's a lady on the left, on the right, Bishop? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and so she got really excited about how powerful the opportunity was after really seeing that even her teenage son was making good money from selling on eBay.
Right, and so what happened, you guys, is if you share this, we do have a what's the word? We do have an affiliate side. Now, the good thing about the affiliate side is that you can make an additional income stream that only helps you build and have money to build your dropshipping department as well. And so it's very, very powerful. It's a very, very powerful compensation plan that brings you in residual income, which is very, very important. To have residual income. I always tell people, if you have residual bills, which we all do, we have bills that come in every single month whether we want them to or not, then you should have residual income coming in to handle those residual bills. So, that's my philosophy. So what happens when you share this? So let's look at these two people here. Moko says he loves the pay it forward philosophy DSD is built on. Absolutely, Moko, and we're going to teach you, and he said he can't wait to start sharing it with his friends. Absolutely, Moko, and we're going to help you do that. Now, you can see here the guy on his left, he made $80,000, $80,331 for simply sharing DSD. This is on top of all the money he's making by drop shipping. And Siegel, on the right, she's made $148,000 and $148,365 for sharing DSD. Okay, now we're talking about substantial incomes. Now, on the flip side, she's already made over $80,000 on drop shipping. So substantial incomes here. We have another one, Jim Chow, who you guys have all heard about. He's my good friend, and in fact, it was me and Jim that were kind of talking about this whole DSD thing in the very beginning before they launched. You know, Jim came to me and said, hey, here's, you know, what's going on. We're all drop shipping. We want to put together this platform, blah, 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 and everything was great. And Jim shared with me, you know, the whole strategy and the plan of what they were doing. And, you know, and I was gung-ho because I'm like, you know, I know the strategy works. And so, you know, it's all about teaching other people real things that work online. And so Jim has already done $135,974 by sharing DSD. The gentleman on the right, $101,835.
There you go.
Graduated generated from sharing the opportunity. Now, guess what? This same guy right here, last month, did almost $100,000 in drop shipping on Amazon. Just for last month. So if you add up what he made last month from drop shipping, about 100 grand, plus for sharing it, another $101,000. That's over $200,000 already in his pocket. Now
for 1 month. Yeah.
Yeah, full.
Staggering. Yeah.
Tiffany says she loves residual income. She says she's going to name her first child Residual. Oh, Tiffany, that's great. Well, if you love residual income, and Moko said, laugh out loud, Tiffany. If you love residual income, you know, I've made 6 and 7 figures in this industry as an affiliate marketer. We're going to be teaching you guys how to share DSD and also start generating that monthly income from just simply sharing DSD. At first, you know, we were focused on the drop shipping side. Now me and Carmena decided to partner up and really start exploding this and sharing this with everyone around the world because it absolutely works. It changes lives. Do not hesitate to share this with people, even if you're just getting started, because it changes lives. People's lives are being changed. There's too much proof out there for you not to be sharing this with other people. And then also, you know, you're able to have other people you can bounce off of. Just a couple more slides here. This guy's done $96,000 just for sharing it. Another $65,000 there. And one of the gentlemen also has done over $230,000 for drop shipping since he started DSD. He's made over $200,000. But guess what? For sharing the opportunity, he got a check for over 200. What was it, Carmena? 200 and
213 or so. Oh, no, maybe 208 or 13. I can't quite remember exactly.
Yeah, like $215,000.
Yeah.
For sharing DSD. Now,
That's
I don't
right.
know about you guys. Those are substantial amounts for simply sharing something so exciting, so powerful. Here's how I look at it, and why I shared it with Carmena and other people. If I am so excited about something and it's changing my life, and even if I just got started and I'm excited and I see it changing so many people's lives, I would be doing my friends a disservice by not sharing it with them. And I also know that if I shared it with my friends after I made $100,000, I would lose those friends. They would be like, "You mean you've been making this? And you've seen people making, you know, $20,000, $50,000." Or your friends would say, "Wait, you guys knew Carmena and Bishop, and they were already making great money in this, and they're teaching it, and you didn't share it with me until you made $10,000." You know what I mean? Don't have that mindset. It's all about helping other people. If you guys like how much we're helping you, have that same mindset. Help other people as well. That's what wealth creation really is all about, is helping other people. And so we're really excited about that. So I just wanted to show that with you. For all of you who are interested in sharing DSD and start building the affiliate side, we're absolutely going to start doing trainings on that. Also, people won cars when they were there in Vegas as well.
Yes.
And so a lot of exciting things happened. But Carmena, do you want to share with them really? We're almost done here, you guys. We're going to wrap up in about 5 minutes. If you want to share with them the VIA trading option as well.
Absolutely. This is an excellent option for those of you who are in the US, especially if you happen to be based in the LA area, because you actually can go visit this particular supplier. What they do is that they are a liquidator. So they go and they get like overstock from different manufacturers of all kinds of different items, and literally thousands of different items, and they store those items, and then you can go and buy product from them. Get this, guys, at 5% of retail cost, retail price, I should say. Now, you can imagine that if you think of it like that, that's a 95% margin that you can get if you're selling it for, for full retail. But obviously, you may or may not do that. It depends on the item. There was some incredible things to be had, like cosmetics, lip glosses. Now, for those of you ladies who are on the call here, myself included, I own multiple lip glosses because they always go missing, or they're just a fun, purchase, inexpensive. You can buy overstock of different brand name suppliers like Revlon, L'Oreal, all those different ones. you can buy them for like a dollar, just over $1 a piece. Now, when they did a price check on Amazon and on eBay, these items were selling for about $9 to $12 a unit. Now, you can imagine there's like a 10 times profit on an item that costs you just over $1. Now, that's just one example of the kinds of items that Via Trading deals with. And what they do is that they want to get their product into people's hands, like drop shippers and also people who do flea markets and things like that. They want to mobilize the product that they have. So they make it very easy to do business with them. If you go onto their website, if you Google Via Trading Los Angeles or something like that, you'll pull up their website, and they have people who are there who can take you through the whole process as to how to create an account with them. And you can get an account manager who will look after you, perhaps let you know of different items that are coming back in and out of stock. If you have a particular niche that you want to get into, for example, they were all about relationship building with the people who are going to be selling their products. And I was very impressed actually with the lady who did this presentation. She seemed very, very sharp, very, very customer focused. In which case, the drop shippers were the customer, us being her customers, and they've many, many thousands of satisfied customers all around the world. So that's a really great option if you want to start selling, like be perhaps a sole seller of something on eBay, get it for dirt cheap, or on Amazon for that matter, and you can just go to this. You can actually go to the location, or you can simply order through one of their account managers. I believe you can maybe be able to even place orders online. So I would definitely check them out.
Right, absolutely. And so just real quick, we have, let me add in another slide here. We have, let me see who it was. Okay, so Brandon just said something very, very important. Brandon, are you still on with us? He just posted something that said, any advice for the perfectionist? Perfectionist is the sense of I have wanted to watch everything before I started anything. Can anyone else relate? I know I just need to start working and taking actions. And what's our thoughts and how can we help him with that? Brandon, that's really good because that is the problem that a lot of people have, is being a perfectionist. And what they do is they just watch the videos over and over again, and they don't actually take action on what they're learning. And that's the worst thing to do. You know, when I'm learning something, especially if it's internet marketing stuff or anything like that, I always usually have two screens open, and I take action on what I'm learning right then and there. But with that said, I just did a video on my blog exactly about what you're talking about. So it's actually funny timing that you say that, because that's what happens with a lot of entrepreneurs, and it's a very, very big problem. With a lot of my coaching clients, that's something I go through over and over again because they are not taking action, and it's because they're perfectionists. So you can go to this link right here and watch the video that I did on that, and that can help you out as well. It's basically bishopstewart.com/ and then all of these have a dash between them. This could be killing your business growth. I can totally relate to that. Go ahead.
That is an excellent resource. Just very quickly, I can totally relate to that. And I knew that was a part of myself that could really kind of sabotage, because I didn't have the time to be sabotaging myself too much around this. If my situation was that we're in dire financial straits. So what you have to do is that you just have to make the resolve that you're not going to get into your own way. Okay, I don't know, Brandon, if you have a family or if you have people who are really close to you who depend on you, but you just have to if you think of other people and you think, you know what, this is for this person, I'm going to learn it because of this person, I love them, I want to give them what they want, and I'm going to forget about myself. And then you just go in and just do it. And then then what you'll do is that you'll create momentum, because little actions build on themselves. It's just all about getting out of the paralysis of analysis and just going ahead and doing it.
Right, and another thing, Brandon, is that also with that, you know, one of the other things is when you're a perfectionist, what's happening a lot of times is that and you're not taking action, a lot of times what's happening is that in your mind, you're trying to convince other people, whether it's your audience or whatever it is, you're trying to convince other people things about yourself that you're not convinced about yet. And that's why you're being a perfectionist without taking action. So please go there and watch that video, because I give you steps on how you can get rid of that and eradicate that from your life, because I know exactly what's happening there. So again, bishopstewart.com/this-could-be-killing-your-business growth. And that video should help you out. In addition to that, Brandon, let's see, Moko said, Brandon, I feel ya. I was convinced I was the only person who couldn't make money. Let's connect on Team Freedom Fighters Facebook page, and I invite all others on this hangout. Let's connect and rock this out. Look forward to Moko Kotaka. I hope I said that. I hope I said your last name correct. Kotaka. Is that how you
Excellent.
say it? So did you hear that, Carmena? What Moko
Yes,
wrote?
I did. That's fantastic. Yeah.
And Moko,
That's right.
that is what you just said, Moko, is exactly, Brandon. That's what I'm saying. It's very deep when you think about it. That's what you're doing. You're really trying to convince people things about yourself that you're not sold on already about yourself. And so when you watch the video, I explain the whole mindset behind that. And Michelle says, via trading, do you purchase the entire load case, or can you portion that? Or can you portion what is listed? Just curious. Have either you bought from via trading? No, I have not bought from them yet, but I have a contact with the main lady there, and I plan on going and checking out their stuff sometime in the next week or two.
That's right. I think that it depends on what, how much sorting out you want to do yourself. Like you can either like buy like an unmarked box and actually just go through and sort it out yourself, which I believe is actually like an unmodified load or something, whatever the terminology is. But then that's a little bit, that's actually very inexpensive. The modified, which is where I think you're getting a set amount of just one item, which is probably preferable if you're wanting to do fulfillment by Amazon, or you're wanting to be have a stock to ship out on eBay. That is a little bit more expensive, and there's less of that kind of stuff available. But I would get in touch with the company and really get clear about what they have, and then make your decision from there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys, in relation to what Moko said, and we're going to wrap up here literally in 5 minutes. In relation to what Moko said about connecting with Brandon and everyone starting to connect on Facebook in our group, I love that you said that, because that was our next thing we were going to say very quickly. We want to create a community with you guys, a family, a tribe, if you will, where we're all working together, we're all strategizing together, we're all sharing what's working, even your frustrating days and stuff like that. But you know, we want to have a positive experience in our group, and we want to be in there to be able to answer questions for you guys, and also answer questions for each other. So someone like Brandon might post something, or Tiffany asking a question, and if you know the answer, answer it by all means. It's all about building relationships with other people, and I want us to have well, we will, because now that I'm really focused on it, I want us to have one of the fastest growing teams with DSD, not only from an affiliate standpoint, but also in terms of we want to have the most people making the most money from drop shipping on our team as well. So Carmena and I are very focused on helping each and every one of you guys accomplish that. So we just set up yesterday, I know you guys have seen the Facebook page that we have. That's kind of more generic. So what we've done is we set up a private Facebook group that's going to be just for you guys. That's going to be just for our team. If you haven't been added there yet, because I don't have all of you guys' information, add me on Facebook as a friend. It's just facebook.com/bishop.stewart, Stewart. Add me as a friend on Facebook, and then send me a message and saying that instant message me saying that hey Bishop, add me to the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, so I can add you guys in there. Okay. And so we're gonna have a really, really good time in there. We're very excited for the information we're gonna be sharing with you guys, the communication, and just the relationships that are being built. So I can't stress enough how important building relationships in this industry is. If you look at me and Carmena, We met at an event. We became friends. I shared with her some internet marketing stuff. Her life has changed. We become good friends to the point of now her and I are starting businesses together, just because we made that time to really connect and get to know each other. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, and that can happen with you guys as well. So Carmena, I wasn't sure about this, but do you want to give them those 5 websites that they can get other things about, or do
the
that
5
later?
websites. You know what? I'll go share that on the Facebook group later.
Okay,
I
perfect.
think let's wrap it up for now, and
Right.
we'll because I know that if people we've been on the call for just over an hour, so
Right.
I'll share that later on.
Okay, so what she's going to share is 5 websites that you guys can go to for amazing deals and amazing items, and you can also get cash back for these items. So you can actually make money from the company because they give you cash back.
Oh,
Uh,
exactly. And what is super cool about this, guys, it's not in the DS back office. This is only was shared with people who are at the event, and because you're our team, we're going to be sharing it with you guys. So yes, I will definitely put in all the information in our private Facebook group. So please go ahead and email Bishop, join that group, and then you'll have 5 cool sites where you can be pulling product from, and also getting some really great cash back on as well.
Right, absolutely. Okay, you guys, well, we definitely have appreciated all of you. Oh, yeah, we appreciate all of you guys for being on here, and we will see you guys. Moko says, fastest growing group, love it, count me in. Definitely, Moko, you are absolutely in, my friend. So we're going to create an opt-in page, and we're going to start posting things for you guys and different events that we're doing and stuff like that to really help you guys take your business to the next level. So we'll see you guys in the private Facebook group.
Excellent, exactly. And we'll also be continuing on with our Google Hangouts, which I think is kind of cool because it's a lot more immediate. You can actually see Bishop and I sort of talking with you. You can interact with us and I think much more so than in GoToMeeting. So thank you, Bishop, for creating the Hangout.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So you guys, we appreciate you. Sorry it went a little bit long today. We didn't plan on it being this long, but there's just so much excitement. And
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys interacting with us and talking to each other and really creating that vibe here. That's what we want. So you guys go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless you all. And we look forward to working with you guys in the coming days. So have a great, awesome week. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.